So in today's video, we are doing a roundup of my 20 favorite beauty items from 2021. This includes things for hair, for skin, for body, even skincare devices, as well as some makeup. So to check it out, stay tuned. Are we ready? I love these kind of videos, and I really look forward to the end of the year because I get to watch everybody else's videos, all talking about the favorite products of 2021. Because this is where you can learn about new stuff maybe you didn't know about, and I just think they're fun. Now, it's also difficult to put together 20 items, and I could have done a heck of a lot more because I'm covering a bunch of different categories. But I've done my best to narrow it down in those 5 categories, the things that I've enjoyed the most throughout the year. Okay, so first, we're going to start off with hair. I'm kind of doing this in the order of how I would go about my day, starting in the shower and ending up when I'm walking out the door. So starting in the shower, number 1 is probably not going to be a big surprise if you've been to this channel before, and that is Hair Story. This is my new love, and I can honestly say it has absolutely transformed my hair this year because I've done a lot of damage to it recently through using particularly the curling iron, which I refuse to let go of, and this has helped completely restore the hair. So this is kind of ditching shampoo. It's not a shampoo, it is a cleansing program, but it doesn't have anything that suds up. Feels a bit like a conditioner actually. My hair just absolutely loves this. So I use this 6 days a week, and 1 day a week I use another kind of shampoo and conditioner as always. But this is my guy. Generally I'm using him and nothing else. Mwah, Hair Story, I love you. The second thing on my list is another item for the hair, and this is Olaplex. It is their number 7 bonding oil. This has also been a lifesaver. Just over the summer, I went through a period of extensive damage to the hair, and I was trying to use a lot of different types of products in order to repair it. Olaplex in general is fantastic. I love their zeros, the 3s, all sorts of stuff they've got going on, which I adore, but I had to pick just one, and this was it. I use this in a couple of different ways. I use this on wet hair just before I style it, just to soften and to kind of just give a bit of repair to it. And sometimes if I've got the flyaways, if my hair is particularly feeling brittle, which sometimes happens particularly in the winter, and if I don't do enough hair masking, this guy is my best friend. I only have about half of this left, actually even a little bit less, and I've already repurchased. I keep one in the bathroom, I keep one here in the dressing room, and this guy has been a savior. So the next item is the last in my hair care territory, and that is my Aquis hair turban. Now I don't have it here to show you because it's actually just in the laundry at the moment, and it's just been another lifesaver, I think, when it comes to caring for my hair. So when I get out of the shower, I wrap my hair up in these microfiber towels that are designed specifically to help speed up the drying process, but it also doesn't damage your hair because traditional towels can be quite abrasive. They can lead to breakage and all that kind of horrible stuff. So I use this every day. I wrap it up in the turban for about 25 minutes, and during that time I'm having my coffee and I'm doing the dishwasher or doing whatever things. And when I take that down, my hair is really on the way to drying and it's kept in pretty good condition. So to me, this is a no-brainer. In fact, I probably need to order another 1 or 2 to have around for the washing sort of situation, but they're glorious. Okay, so the next category is body care, and I'm looking at this sort of in the shower and out of the shower. And the first is a body wash, and I don't often go mad for body washes. I do have ones that I repurchased, but I've never had one that I liked enough for it to actually make a list. This one is by VENN. It is their Symbiotic Polyamine body wash that contains probiotics and prebiotics. And by the way, thanks to Skincare Steve over at Instagram who introduced me to this. It is just such a luxurious thing to use, but it's not even that. It just makes my skin feel fabulous. I love this product. I'm about to here right now, and I will be purchasing it within the next couple of weeks so that I'm not left without it. It feels great. It lathers well. My skin feels super hydrated. This guy is fabulous. Okay, so number 5 on my list is body and also in the shower, and I've mentioned this on a few of my videos. This is my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing After Shower Mist. And the reason I like this so much is because, I've mentioned this before, sort of the strip of your back. Like I moisturize, every day, and I can't reach that area of my back. So this guy is a little mist, very, very fine mist that I can do up and down my back with relative ease. So it means that little strip actually does get moisturized so that my back isn't left super, super dry. So I buy these at the grocery store. When they get low, I repurchase them. I think they only cost about 11 or 12 bucks. Now, if you're watching from the US, I don't think that they sell this here, but they have a different sort of oil version, and I will list that as well as all of these details down below on where you can find it. The next that I'm keeping in that shower category, and while it's not a product, it is a razor. This razor, and I've done a full video about it. I've talked about this as sort of something I wished that I had tried sooner. This not only is beautiful, it is by Lane 44. It actually comes out of Northern Ireland. It is a razor that comes with a year's supply of the straight, the straight razors in it. Okay, now it does look like a piece of art. It's beautiful. But there are two things that make this a spectacular product. One is it will deliver the closest shave you will ever get, and two, I don't know how they do it, but I don't have to shave as regularly. The hair is not growing back as rapidly as it would with any other shaving device. Where I used to religiously shave every other day, it's been like clockwork. We're talking for decades. Now I'm maybe twice a week, sometimes even once, because the hair just isn't growing back as quickly. It's bizarre. I like this so much. Mr. Gary behind the camera there got one for Christmas. So did my daughter. She got one for Christmas too. It comes with a year's supply of these refillable blades, and it's just pure magic. Lane 44, you got to check them out. They're amazing. Okay, the last one in Bodycare was a bit of a surprise to me, actually. And I'm surprised I went for it, and I'm surprised I like it so much. This is a brand called MotherSage, and they have a range that contain CBD oil or CBD products. Now, this is their anti-cellulite and slimming gel, and ordinarily, I don't really go for these kind of products. I haven't found them to be very effective, but I stumbled across this brand actually in a local pharmacy, contacted the company, and met with one of the guys that works for MotherSage, and just to understand a bit more about CBD in skincare, because it is an area that's growing. It's an area that I'm very interested in learning more about. But let's just say I'm on my third tube of this. I have 3, and I have the 4th one on standby, and I'm going to keep buying this because I think it works. And I may do another video on this. If you have any interest in learning more about sort of CBD in skincare, let me know, because I'm dabbling in it a bit at the moment now. But I absolutely love this. I'm going to keep buying it, not running out of it, and I think it's making a difference. Okay, so next we're looking at skincare. Now, skincare for the face. When I say that, that's usually what I mean. And there are a couple of things here. I'm going to start out with the product that I've been using most recently, and it's actually a line. I'm not going to narrow it down to one product, and the company is called Bella Aura. These guys are out of Canada, and these are really nice products. Now, I started using these when I ran into a bit of trouble with my skin, I guess about 3 or 4 months ago. I have a video about that too, that I had to kind of stop everything. I stopped all the actives, and I needed something that was going to help repair my skin. And this is what I have landed on. Now, I only have 2 products here. I actually have 5 or 6. I'm using the eye cream. I'm using a daytime anti-wrinkle reducer, I think it's called, and then I have a night cellular renewal. But the 2 standouts for me so far, well, actually the 3rd would be the eye cream, is the Hydra Revive treatment, which is just like hydration in a bottle, and their daily repair moisturizer. Now, I use both of these every morning and every night, and have been doing so for about 3 months. They are beautiful products, and then I've started to slowly sort of add to them as the months go by, because it's not an inexpensive range. But I found that they've really helped restore my skin and from some of the damage that it was going through. So I love this entire range. Again, I'll put those details down below. Now, there are a couple of other skincare items that I have loved. Now, I'm not using a lot of them at the minute because I've been in that repair mode, but prior to that, love these products. I'm still using this one a little bit, actually. And if you've been here before, you will know I am a serial mister. And this one by La Roche-Posay, which is their Toleriane Ultra 8. I must have bought 15 of these this year, and they are everywhere in the house. My dehydrated skin loves this. It's glycerin based, it's kind, it's hydrating, and it has saved my skin. So, I mean, I think everybody needs a little bit of this in their lives for sure. It's gentle. It's just such a nice little boost to the skin, and I do it all day long. And I love it. Makes my skin happy. Another one which came as a big surprise to me, as I'm shaking it here, is one that was recommended to me by my mate, Patrice, and this is something I hadn't actually seen before. It's by Fresh. It's the Rose Deep Hydration Oil-Infused Serum. So it is a serum, but as you guessed it, it has an oil component to it. It actually separates, and you shake it up and give it a go. I found this deeply hydrating, and now I've stopped using it only because I had to go into repair mode and I stopped everything. But up until that point, this was just a new love of mine. I think it is a wonderful product. The only downside is I don't like the smell, because this whole range smells like roses, which isn't my favorite. But if you're looking for a hydration punch that doesn't require you to add a whole bunch of steps to your routine, this is beautiful. This can even take the place of a moisturizer if you have oilier skin or combination skin. Oh, it's just a beautiful product. This one was a surprise to me this year, and it's more about the category. And I put this in my skincare because that's when I apply it. And this is an eyelash serum. Now, I have tried 2 last year, and I did a full review on Lash, and then I just started using, this one is called UK Lash. And I have to say, of the 2, I'm actually preferring this. But I think the biggest surprise for me was that these products do actually work. If you apply them with regularity, they will make your eyelashes grow. And I'm surprised. Now, what I'm learning, however, is if you stop using these products, I think the growth stops along too. So it might be one of those things that you're going to have to commit to forever and ever. But as a skincare enthusiast, it does not break my heart to do so because it's just another step I can add into my routine. But it works. So I did a side-by-side comparison with Lash, and I only put it on one eye and didn't put it on the other. And after, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it was, I could definitely see a difference. So I think there are about 1 million of these different types out there and brands, and I'm going to continue to tinker with them to see if there's one I prefer more than the other. But of the 2 I've done so far, UK Lash was the winner. And if you have any other ideas of ones to try, let me know, because the search continues. So the last 2 in skincare, well, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't mentioning sunscreens, because I do have my Holy Grail products, but I'm always trying out new ones to see if there's something else that I can add into the arsenal. And 2 made this list, 2 that I have used pretty much consistently since I was introduced to them. Now, the first one, cameraman's rolling his eyes. The first one is by Dermatology. Okay. Now, this is a tinted moisturizer with an SPF 46. I just think it's lovely. It has a nice hydration to it, which that's what I'm all about, is getting the hydration in. The tint is a medium tint. It's not going to add a whole lot of color, but it's not going to actually make me too pale. But I will only do tinted these days because I find that they leave too much of a white cast otherwise. This just feels great, and it's not expensive. The problem with it is that it has to ship from the US, and I really try to minimize that as much as humanly possible. So I haven't repurchased it. I'm almost out of it, only because I don't want to ship it here from there. However, the next time I'm in the States, I'll make a pre-order, send it to my mom's house, and I'll be back on track. But this is a beautiful, fantastic sunscreen that gives fantastic protection. It's oil-free, nice to the skin. And then the second SPF is my Color Science. This is the Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield SPF 50. This is a beautiful, beautiful product too. And it's a little on the pinky side of color when it comes out, but when it goes in, it does just absorb to absolutely nothing. It has a fantastic feel to it. It has a little bit of a sheen. Doesn't really have a smell, tiny bit of a sunscreen smell that goes away, but this is a beautiful product, and I've only introduced to this, I think around October I got it, and I think I've used it every day since then. Beautiful product. If you're looking for a new sunscreen with a little bit of tint, really good protection, that's one to check out. Okay, so the next category are looking at devices. Now, this is an area that I have a lot of interest right now. I think about the middle of the year, I started to really divulge and do more research into anti-aging devices. I hate to even call them that, just devices that are here to help my skin improve, particularly as I age. Aging gracefully devices, we will call them. And I dabbled in a couple of things. I've looked at microcurrent with not such great success as of yet. There were 2 main, just big winners for me this year. And the first is around LED light therapy. Now, I've tried a couple of different devices in this territory, but at the end of the day, you need to get some LED light therapy in your life because I'm a huge believer in what it can do. It helps to build collagen. It helps to strengthen our skin. It helps with cell turnover, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, all that good stuff, and I think this stuff really works. So I started off my journey with an LED face mask. Now, this one was from Omnilux, which I don't have here actually at the moment, and it was a flexible mask, and I have all these details on it before as well as a review, and I found that it did really work. But I have just got a new mask and I'm super, super excited about it because so far I'm loving it. So the first mask that I was using had one color, which was red light therapy, and that's really designed for anti-aging, which it's helping to rebuild the collagen and the elastin and to help, reduce fine lines and wrinkles. But this also contains 2 other colors, and one is blue, which is really used particularly for acne sufferers. It helps to kill bacteria in the skin and reduce the sebum production. And then this also contains yellow light therapy, which is going to help with inflammation. It's also going to help with the texture of the skin. So this allows you to cycle between the 3 different colors to get the right mode for you. So far I am loving this device, and as I said, you need a little LED in your life if you're in that sort of anti-aging space. face. The other thing that I did in the LED space was actually specifically for this area. This is my current body, neck and deck, and this is designed specifically for the neck and the décolletage. So every morning I'm using this in conjunction with my face mask. I do them for 10 minutes a day, every single day, and I'm starting to see huge benefits. The last device in the arsenal for 2021 that I have really come to love is my Even Skin Lumo device. This guy does a lot of different stuff. It packs a pretty big punch. It contains radio frequency, which is helping me to sort of tighten the face, which is you need a little bit more of when you get to be my age. It also has LED light therapy with it, and it also contains EMS, which is electrical muscle stimulation, which is there to help build the muscles that help strengthen and tighten the skin. I do this twice a week, 15 minutes a day, and I've seen huge benefits from it too. So this has been a very welcome addition to my skincare routine. The last category for today is makeup. So makeup for me is a space that I haven't always had the most experience. I'm starting to experiment a bit more with. So I'm having a bit more fun trying out new things. And there's some real winners for me this year. The first was from Laura Geller, New York. And this is it's called Baked Balance and Brighten foundation. Now, this is a mineral foundation. It's a powder foundation, and I did not think that somebody in my age bracket could use it. I had to give it up years ago as I started to get more fine lines and wrinkles, as my skin started to get drier. I had to just say, those days are over. I have to stick with the liquids. I don't really love liquids, but at any rate, found this, and it has been a huge love of mine. Now, I have determined that it's not so great for me in the winter time just because my skin is a bit drier, but during the summer months, it's pretty much all I'm wearing because you just swirl it on and you go. And I have come to absolutely love their products. I now have a number of the products in the range, including brushes and eyeshadows and all sorts of good stuff. But this foundation is a holy grail product for me. You will never find me without it. So if you like that form factor of powder foundations, you could just brush and go, you need to check these guys out because it is a beautiful product because it makes your skin sort of luminous. And I haven't figured out how they've been able to do that with a powder product. But you have a glowiness to your face. It's just beautiful. Okay, the next for me in makeup was another foundation because I've been tinkering a lot with foundations. And when you get to be 50, you know, where I'm not 25 with glowy, perfect skin anymore. I have dehydrated skin. It sucks up makeup like you wouldn't believe. I've got the fine lines and wrinkles. Things settle in it. Things don't seem to stay on your face. So finding those products that really work are like gold dust. And this is another one this year that I found. It's upside down, or it's backside out. This is another favorite of mine by IT Cosmetics. It is the Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. Now this has a lot of skin-loving ingredients, but the bottom line is, it is beautiful. It just works so well on my face. The staying power is there. It gives a little bit of a dewiness to it. I'm wearing it today. I wear it a lot when I'm filming just because it gives a bit more coverage than on a regular day. This, I mean, the shade match is perfection. I think IT Cosmetics can do no wrong. Frankly, they have a ton of really good products, but this was one of my standout products for 2021. So we have 3 more. Okay. Almost there. So when it comes to putting on that foundation, what I have come to love is my little magic eraser. This is a beauty sponge. You screw this out, it comes out. And just like any other sort of beauty blender guy, you get it all wet and you let it expand and you put your makeup on with it. But you put it in the washing machine because it's my big bear not being able to get beauty blenders clean, and it's not a problem anymore. You stick this in, you put it on 30 and off you go. And I think I need about 3 or 4 more of these so that I can use them every day and just chuck them. But it is fantastic. And this is definitely one of the winners of 2021. I did give some of these for Christmas as well. And I think it's one of those gifts that people may not think to get for themselves. But if you have a beauty lover in your life and you don't know what to get them, this is the guy. I think it's about 20 bucks, maybe 25 bucks. It's fabulous. Mwah, love it. Okay, now we're down to the final 2 in makeup. And this I love. This is from Becca. It is called the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And that's what this looks like. Okay? I don't really wear a lot of concealer. I don't have big dark circles. I don't have big bags under my eyes, although that's actually starting to change a little bit as the days go by. This is what I use instead. And I use this pretty much every day I'm filming. Literally, it's what gives me that little bit of brightness there. And this is all I use under my eyes when I'm doing my makeup. And this goes right after I've done my foundation. I just stick a little bit of that in the corners of each eyes, and it's like magic. And I don't know why I hadn't heard of this sooner. So if you want something that's going to give just a little bit of brightness, you know, not full on cover everything up, this is your guy. I've heard they may be discontinuing this, and I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to be getting on and ordering another one or two of these and keeping in storage, because this has just been a total lifesaver. Okay, and the very last thing when it comes to makeup, and the very last thing of this video, is my mascara. And I've talked about this quite a few times because it has been a game changer for me, and this is the one by Lancome. It is the Lash Idol. And I think this is a bit of magic. I think this is probably my 4th or 5th tube. I have found nothing like this. It costs about 25 bucks, and it delivers the longest lashes. It's just completely transformed mascara for me and my face. So a little bit, even if nothing else, even if I don't wear makeup of any kind, I generally will put on a tiny bit of this, because it just opens up, you know, the windows to the soul. And I think that if you're looking for a mascara, if you want to tinker around a little bit, you need to pick up this one from Lancome, because it is a gem. That's it, guys. That is my roundup. And gosh, there are so many other things that could have made this list. This was really, really hard. But these are the ones that I'm reaching for again and again and again. I don't want to stop using. If I run out of them, I'm purchasing more. If you're looking for new items to kind of introduce yourselves to, or to try out some new stuff, give some of these a go. There are some really good ones here. And if you have any of your winners from last year, put those down below too, because I am always on the hunt. I'd love to know what those real big winners were on any of these categories. Hair, face, body, nails. I didn't do nails. I had some to go in there too. But at any rate, it's sort of a never-ending space, and we get to dabble with lots and lots of fun things. So thank you so much for joining today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. You'll give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell so that you know every time a new video is uploaded, which happens every week. So thank you again for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Is that the dog again? In, out, and out. I don't know where I was.